From Studio 4 in Kansas City, it's the Big Dumb Fun Show.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode, another edition of the Big Dumb Fun Show. My name is Aaron.
I'm Venkman.
And I'm Rena.
Welcome back to another Big Dumb Fun Show. We're so glad to have you tonight. Well, Gnirk is not. He's being a grumpy Gus.
I'm a little under the weather. I've been all under the weather since last Tuesday night.
Now, let's go back to...
It was a nice thing about mass transit opportunities for infection.
Yeah, absolutely. You didn't take any airborne before you got
Or hand sanitizer?
Why would you take airborne if you're on the bus?
This guy is the kind of guy that
It's
doesn't
like
wash
flying.
his hands.
I mean, you need to get... Is it airborne or airborne?
Airborne.
It's airborne.
And then
I needed
hand sanitizer out the crapper.
What I needed was some busboard.
Yeah, and here's exactly what happened. Let's take off exactly where we left off. Last week on the Big Dumb Fun Show, right out of the gate, right out of the show, Gnirk asked if I would be able to drop him off. He was heading to Dallas, right? And he was taking the bus,
Yeah,
which is
11:10 at night, like an hour right after the show.
Always a fun way to travel. And so he has everything all loaded up. It's all in my truck. We are good to go. We are ready to skedaddle. After we get out of here, I say, oh, hey, just one thing. I got to stop and get gas. I'm on E, right? So I got to stop and get gas before we head to the bus station. And he's like, no, I have to get to the bus station because you have to check in like 8 hours in advance.
Yeah, listen, if you run out of gas on the way, I'm getting out and walking the rest of the way.
And then he will let me fend for myself in the middle of Ghettoville, Kansas City. And so
some people call that downtown.
So I said, okie doke, fine, I'll chance it. So we hightail it down to the bus station, make sure that little Gnirky gets on the bus on time, right?
And does he?
I was there.
Kinda, until...
I was on time. The bus had not left yet, but my phone had left at the studio.
He left his phone at the studio.
In the rush to get out of here, I totally left the phone plugged in, charging up, so it would have a full charge.
My first thought was, it looks like you won't be taking your phone to Dallas with you.
I'm like, you've got to get back in that truck and drive straight to the studio, get my phone, and get back here before the bus leaves.
And once again, I am on E, and I'm in a very uncomfortable neighborhood. I'm a country boy living in the burbs, and don't
driving in the ghetto.
He's rolling down Troost, okay?
So I have to, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'll go back and get your phone. How do I even get back to the studio? I have no idea. And so he's like, suburbanite.
Like, man, he has no sense of direction outside of Blue Springs.
At least 8 times, right? So he gasped, oh, this is ridiculous.
That gasping is a regular thing, though.
Yeah. So I'm like, you know what? He's like, we're on, what was it, 18th? Were we on 18th?
11th and Troost.
We're on 11th. He's like, just head this way.
Yeah, go straight down Troost to 31st.
So you get to 31st. He's like, it's all surface streets, so it's going to take you forever. I'm like, all right, fine. I get to the very first stoplight, and there's a bunch of Yahooligans on the corner. And this is after I already see the Yahooligans sitting outside the bus station wanting to, sell me Girl Scout cookies or something. And so I made really good time, because you can make really good time if you just do not stop for any of the lights, right? Don't stop for any of the signs.
So you just ran the red ones, too?
I just tried to hightail it out of there as fast as I could. It did not matter where I was going.
Or
I just
if
did
you
not
had gas.
Want to be, exactly.
No,
I'm
he
just
knew
burning
he
gas.
didn't have gas, and then he said he saw a gas station.
Yeah.
But it was locked up closed.
No way in hell
Bars
am I
across the
stopping at this
window.
gas station. The gas station wisened up. They're like, we're not going to be open. We're going to just turn the pumps on outside. You can pay at the pump, but hell no, you're not going to walk into here at 11 o'clock at night.
Down.
It wasn't even 11, but I was surprised that they didn't bring the gas pumps in.
Yes. Lock them up.
Like, listen, I'm
chain
sorry.
Chain up the locks. So I hightail it to the studio, run down the hall, and then grab Gnirk's phone and charger, and then I just zoom back over to the bus station, of which Gnirk is not, waiting patiently outside of the bus station for me. He is in the bus station, furthest away from the door that you could possibly be. Like, not near a window or anything. I don't know what the hell you were doing.
Headed that way.
You were not heading that way at all. So I had to get in there and I had to stand. And there are so many interesting folks riding the bus at 11 o'clock at night. There's,
including me.
There's the Amish, right? We got an Amish dude.
There were Amish people coming in, leaving as well.
Drug dealers.
I didn't see anybody picking up the Amish people, though. You
Children.
would think you would see that horse and buggy up front.
There was a military family, like sending somebody off. There were people that were arriving from the military, so that was a nice sight to see. So very interesting folks. As I'm walking in, of course, I'm, hey, would you like to buy some drugs? Like there's just dudes hanging outside the bus station. I'm like, I have to give my phone to my friend in there. I'm not interested in your drugs. Thank you. And I look back at my truck like, yeah, this will be the last time I see you, old friend. Now, the good news is if somebody stole the truck, they weren't going to get far
because
it
there
was
no
an empty damn
gas.
tank. So I go in there, I give Gnirk his phone and his charger and a glass of milk, whatever he needed, and then I hightail it out of here. I bypass the drug dealer again, and then once again I just hoof it down to, I have no idea where I'm going. I have no idea. I'm
Didn't
like,
you
all
go
right.
back down Independence Avenue?
No. I just went straight down Troost,
Again,
and I
on your way
turned
home.
on. I think I was just like, now I'm just kind of like, I'm not running the red lights, but it's like a California stop, right? I'm just like, the California roll, you know what I'm saying? Where you kind of slow down. But, first of all, let's start putting street signs.
As your mailbox has about 17 tickets coming very soon.
Well, we'll see. I don't think there's traffic cams. There's no power in that part of town. But so I'm looking around. I finally see Grand.
Guy's like, psst, traffic light.
And so I turned on Grand, and then I'm like, this will get me somewhere. I have no idea. I'm just trying to follow the lights in the sky.
Now, wait a second.
Where's
This
the
is
Little
not-
Dipper?
this is
Where's
not-
the Little Dipper?
This is not you coming back to the bus station. This is you trying to get
Just
on a
trying
freeway
to,
to go home.
Just trying to get home.
And what are you doing on Grand?
On E.
I have no
That's
idea.
totally the wrong direction. That's west, and you live east.
So I find Grand because I know that Grand, there's like the Sprint Center and all that power and light, and so
How
I
long-
know somehow I'm going to run into that, and if I run into that, I know how to get home.
How long have you lived here?
His whole
that
life.
does not matter.
His whole life.
So I find Grand, I find the Sprint Center, I find power and light, I find how to get back on I-70.
In
so
a
now
gas station?
I'm just booking it home thinking, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. I can feel that the accelerator is really not giving me all the juice that I need, right? I know that I'm just seconds away from running out of gas, and I finally, the only gas station that I can even fathom is the one that's closest to my workplace, which is a great deal away when you have no gas.
This is the only gas station you can fathom stopping at.
I can fathom stopping at. I'm seeing gas stations left and right. There's no way in hell little
Paseo,
Jeffrey's stopping there,
Van
right?
Brunt.
Yeah. Ross?
Smartphone?
I do have a smartphone. However, my data is, I'm over on my data on it. I can't use the Google Maps. I can't use the Google Maps, Ross.
He doesn't want to stop. He doesn't want to pull over.
You're
There's
finally-
such a good
There's
friend.
nowhere safe between Kansas City and Blue Springs, except maybe right by where he works.
I finally cruise into a very well-lit Quick Trip with cops at every door, and my night was a success.
Nice.
Here's Prospect Hill with Come Alive on the Big Dumb Fun.